Hey guys, my name is Hannah, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video about my favourite books of 2016. Now I know we are nearing February and this book is a little bit late and would have been a bit more relevant towards the beginning of January, but you know what, that's just life. I forget things and I think, oh, that would be a good video to do. I should probably film it, so that's what we're doing. So one of my favourite books this year wasn't actually a book, so to speak, but it was a play I was in this year in my final year of high school, and that is On the Upside Down of the World by Arthur Meek, which is a play adapted by the book called Our Moldies by Marianne Martin. So this was the play I was in, and though some people don't love this play, I think I really connected with it for a number of reasons. It's a bit of like a sentimental thing because this is the last play that I've ever got to perform on stage. So basically it follows Marianne Martin from her voyage from England to New Zealand as it is being colonized, and it's her relation with the Māori people and the difficulty that the colonizers have with the Māori people, and she sees the Māori as the beautiful culture as they are, whereas a lot of European settlers saw them as savages, and she recognized the beauty in the culture and she recognized how important it was to preserve it and make sure that we aren't completely obliterating it. She is such a fantastic woman in my opinion. One of the favourite plays I've ever read / been in, and I was supposed to return this back at the end of this year but I forgot. And you probably can't see, but you can still see all my like little notation and stage direction, so yeah, I think this is one of the favourite things I've read this year. The next book I have for you guys is not a book I actually own, and my editing system sucks, so I would put a picture of the book here but I can't. My editing system sucks and I can't do that. But the next book I have for you guys is The Shadowcream by CJ Redwine. This was a book I was so apprehensive about. I was like, I'm kind of sick of fairy tale retellings. I hate Snow White. I'm sorry, like this is the Disney version of Snow White I'm thinking of, but I really dislike that retelling because, you know, even as a little kid I just didn't like it because I was like, why is she waiting around for some guy? Like, why is she living with 7 dwarfs? The only thing I liked about it was that scene where they're baking food. I really wanted to eat that pie. That was the only thing I was down with. I was very hesitant to read this book, but I really loved it. It's probably my favourite Snow White retelling. And it was just kind of cool, like the dragons and the magic and how badass she was. So yeah, Shadowcream by CJ Redwine. One of my favourite books of 2016. The next book I have for you guys is one that has very, very mixed reviews over 2016. Some people loved it, or some people hated it. You either fall in the box of loving it or hating it, and I loved it for nostalgic reasons. So that would be Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling and some other people I don't really know. Yeah, it's not even by J.K. Rowling, it's based off a story by J.K. Rowling, written by some other people. So I was super excited when this came out. I know a lot of people thought it was poorly written, and I agree, but you have to remember, this is for the stage. It's not going to have your awesome J.K. vibes, and I do admit that it creates a lot of plot holes, like all this going back in time, and Harry sucks, and maybe Scorpius was the only good thing about it. 2016 was the year of revisiting the world of Harry Potter, the Wizarding World. So it was just really nice to be like, I could go back and just, you know, revisit some people, and I did have a few laughs in this. Some of it I was kind of like, I'm not okay with this. This makes it onto my top 10, well, my top books of 2016 for nostalgic reasons, and it just made me happy. That's all it was. It was just maybe the hype around it, which some people like it was too hyped up, but I lived that hype. It was so exciting waiting for a Harry Potter book to drop. Like, we haven't had that since 2007. That was 9 years ago. Like, I don't think this was a particularly well written story, and remember, it is a play for the stage. I would love to see this on stage, but I can't get to London. But I think this would be really interesting to see how it was adapted on stage. So this was actually one of my favourite books. The second to last book I have to show you guys today is, of course, Empire Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This book, oh my god. I can't explain to you what it's about, and if you haven't read this book, you need to go back and read Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass is about Selena Sodothian, who is, I just butchered that name. Basically, she's about a slave who was in the slave mines of Indovia, and then the Crown Prince of Ardaland, don't know how to say this name, I don't know how to say any names in Sarah J. Maas world, so. Basically, Prince Dorian is like, yo girl, wanna be unenslaved? And she's like, yeah, that's not a bad idea, but what's the catch? And he's like, you be the king's champion, you kill a lot of other people who also want to be the king's champion. You won't be a slave and you're just in his debt for 10 years and woo! No longer a slave to anyone. And she's like, and then it goes from there. And it's actually pretty dope. I just made that sound really shitty, but it's like one of the best things ever, and where Throne of Glass starts. You would not expect it to be here. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, literally Throne of Glass feels like it came out 2,000 years ago. I was a different person then. Basically, if you're not really sure why you should read this book, yeah, Alid and Lorcan. That's it. I live for those scenes. I listened to the audiobook after I read this book and I was like, okay, I'm enjoying being with the squad, but can we fast forward because I want to be with Alita Lorcan, even though here's some big things to, you know, fix. But this was awesome. Like, she's gonna kill us. Sarah J Maas is gonna kill us next time. I don't know how we're gonna survive it, but yep, we're probably gonna be dead, but it's cool. Yep. And my most favorite book of 2016, if you know me well or watched my videos for a little while, I'm sure it will come as no surprise that my most favorite book of 2016, of my entire life, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. This book changed my life. I'm so obsessed with this. Like, I wanted, my first tattoo was originally going to be All Was Well from Harry Potter, but now it's going to be about Valaris, you know, the stars who listen and the dreams that answered, you know. That is going to be my first tattoo, and I'm going to have like the mountains and the 3 stars. That's what I'm getting as my first tattoo. I love this book more than my own life. I had 2 copies, well, same with Empire of Storms. I have fairy lights across my bookcase now, not because I'm basic as hell, because it makes me think stars, Valaris, Reese and Feyre, Court of Mist and Fury. I don't know how she could possibly top this with A Court of Wings and Ruin. Either way, if you wanna, you know, hear some theories about A Court of Wings and Ruin, link down below to my Court of Wings and Ruin theories. They're insane and ridiculous, but check it out. But this was by far, by a long shot, my most favorite book of this year. I've read this 5 times since it came out in May. I literally cannot bring words to fathom how much I love this book. Basically, A Court of Thorns and Roses, as someone said on Tumblr, is the longest prologue ever, because this is where the real story began. I'm gonna wrap it up because I can't even fathom words to explain how much I love this book. Yep. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching my favorite books, best books of 2016. Was a little bit rambly, but you know, what is new? I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you kids next time. Bye! You better wash my mouth out with soap. God, I wish I never spoke.